Welcome to the Cuzo to Cuzo Show, coming straight from the Windy City, with new episodes every Tuesday on topics within the social and culture community of Chicago. Follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast on. Here's your host, Levon, aka Cuzovon.
Today, I have a special guest with me, sitting down. You know, us as people, we love to eat, you know, whether that's your favorite steak, your chicken, your veggies from your favorite restaurant, but you never get to know the lady or the gentleman that's behind, you know, the countertop in the kitchen that's prepping. Without further ado, here goes.
Chef Braylin Hardin, 26 from New Albany, Indiana. I'm a celebrity chef right now. I started cooking when I was about 7 in the kitchen with my mom and my grandparents. Really didn't want to cook. I was really more of a basketball type player, so I wanted to go play ball. Ended up getting hurt. Then my mom put me in a trade school, and she told me I had to go do something. She gave me a list of 50 classes and told me to pick one. And culinary was just one of the things that just caught my eyes, honestly. So I did that for 2 years. When I was in high school, I graduated with my my certificate with baking and pastry and culinary arts. And then I graduated from high school in 2013. I got my first culinary job at the God House at 18. So that was real fun. Went from working from McDonald's to the God House. So it was a very big jump.
You said a celeb chef, so what do that consist of?
I mean, it has its different perks and different meanings to it. Like, I cook for different celebrities when they come to Louisville, Kentucky. I've cooked for Nappy Roots. I've cooked for Charlie Wilson. I've cooked for Super Chef. Just different people when they come into the city.
So I know you say you're originally from Indiana, and I know we spoke and you were saying you were trying to get your food truck business up and going. Like,
right.
Could you fill us in, like, the journey of, you know, going about doing that?
Well, again, I've been working in this industry for 10 years. This is my 10th year. And around year 8, year 9, I was just tired of just going to somebody else's job and clocking in and doing this and doing that for somebody else. And I just felt like I can just do it on my own, honestly. Like, once I learned the foundation of the business and how to operate a business, you just learn you can make different things on your own. I worked in 5-star restaurants. I worked in 5-star hotels. I worked in the lowest of the lowest hotels and restaurants. So it's just about perseverance. At the end of the day, you gotta focus on what you want to do, and you gotta have a goal, because college is not for everybody.
How has the pandemic, COVID, affect, you know, your production or, you know, your booking?
Honestly, like at the beginning of COVID, I was honestly quite busy, honestly, between going to people's houses and cooking dinner. And I'm surprised people honestly invited me into their house during the pandemic. I didn't think people took it as serious as they do now, because of the numbers of people dying and stuff. So, but I was, at the beginning of the pandemic, I was fine. Private dining, had a few caterings inside of churches or whatever. But right now, things are going a little bit slow. But, you know, we're still maintaining on this end.
So you think it started getting slow due to, you know, the new restrictions and everybody going back to, like, you know, phase 1, phase 2, things of that nature? Oh, okay.
Basically. So, cause like Indiana is different from Kentucky. So Indiana, they'll shut down, and Kentucky might still be open, have more less restrictions than Indiana does. So, I mean, it's kind of a hit and miss.
So are you in Kentucky and Indiana, or just?
I'm in New Albany, Indiana. I live in New Albany, but I have a lot of clientele in Louisville. That's where I'm trying to aim at more, because there's more people. there's about 30,000 people in my city compared to 1.3 million. So
Yeah, that's that big number. What's one of your dishes that you mainly make?
so right now, I'm just the cheesecake king at this point. People just think I make cheesecakes, but I make like Caribbean steak, chicken, anything. I really don't even have a favorite dish. I just love to cook at the end of the day. But it's like I just like making my plates pretty and like seeing people eat my food and then having a certain reaction to my food. So
Okay, so like, what's one of your favorite dish that you like to make personally?
um, I like making the tomahawk steak with the jerk sweet mashed potatoes and the mixed vegetables.
Okay, so where can they see some of your, your work?
You can follow me on IG at chef_Braylin at chef_BRAYLIN. You can follow me on Facebook, Braylin Hardin, BRAYLIN, Hardin, HARDIN. But most of my food's on Instagram. All of my food's on Instagram.
Far as I know you said you in Kentucky. Like, have any celebs like invited you like to Cali or?
I haven't made it out west yet. I went and cooked for a business owner up in New York back in October, and then I got to cook for a few rappers in Florida about a week after that. So I've traveled a few places, not too many.
Not too many. Okay, so what is like your number one like celeb that you would like to cook for? Like, if they call you up right down, like, yo, Chef
Uh,
B, we need you.
um, I don't know. I think I like to cook for like Jay-Z or like Diddy. I want to cook for a billionaire
Oh, okay.
because I can sit down and have a conversation how to run an actual business because they know how to do it.
You work by yourself or with a team? Or
I'm
was,
by myself,
uh,
dolo.
I was gonna say, what was one of your kitchen horror stories?
Well, I mean, I can tell you about some past kitchen horror stories, but as far as right now, I'm by myself. I'm building a team right now so I can get ready for my food truck, and then I have a restaurant pod coming um, later part in the year. So uh, I got a lot of things working.
Okay. So your restaurant going to be in Kentucky or Indiana?
It'll probably be in Louisville. I mean, right now I'm trying to another thing I'm trying to do. I want to aim at the at the west end of Louisville. Try to put like a program out there in the West Louisville for the kids between I don't know 8 and 18. Something like I went to in school, like a Prosser School of Technology type thing, where they can learn how to bricklay and culinary and cosmetology or whatever. It's all about spreading generational wealth at the end of the day.
So that's something that you plan on doing in the near future or sooner or
No,
soon?
I'm working on that now. Me and the team, L Home Project here in Louisville, they're real helpful and they're here for me. So we got a lot of things working here in Louisville. I got a lot of things to work on in Indiana too, but uh, Louisville is one of those cities where they need a lot more help.
What was the worst celeb, or not even worse, like the one that even though you cooked it right, it's you seasoned it right and everything, but they was like, yo, no, I ain't want it like this. Like, you never ran into that. I know you have, like, it's always
Yeah.
that one customer, like, or that
Always,
one client.
it's like, man,
You don't have to
um,
say, you don't have to state the name, just like the encounter.
man, I made this. It was a seafood platter. It had oysters and mussels and shrimp, and it was a big seafood platter. And I thought I made it perfectly how it was. The lady, it literally went out to her table. It came back 2 minutes later, and she told me what she wanted on her plate,
Uh-huh.
but told me she didn't. I guess she forgot to mention one thing, and she didn't want it anymore. So basically, the whole crew just had to eat the seafood platter because she didn't want it. And yeah,
Oh wow.
I had to make her a whole nother seafood platter with what was missing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anything else you want to share?
I mean, uh, I'm just ready to work, honestly. 2021, I just want to make better than what 2020 was because COVID just slowed down everything. I was traveling. I do have my barbecue sauce ready to drop. I got my clothing line ready to drop within the next few months. So I'm just trying to stay focused and keep working.
So you mentioned barbecue sauce. Like, is you want to have a specific flavor or multiple flavors?
I got Henny barbecue sauce. That's one of the main things I came up with about 4 or 5 years ago. Trying to get it bottled. I'm really trying to get sponsored by Henny. That'd be clutch. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So have you reached out to anyone or have you reached out to the company to see if they could bring you on or want to, sponsor or invest?
I've a few times over the years, but I never got a response. But I mean, times do everything work out eventually.
Like, thank you for coming on the show, sitting
problem.
down, sharing your experience, your entrepreneurship, the journey, and everything that you got planning. And I wish you the best of luck. And when that barbecue sauce drop, hey, let me know. I'm gonna get it.
Hey, I'll ship it to you.
All right.
You know I got you.